大家好，我是1年10班王以恩。今天我要朗读的书名是《Frankenstein 科学怪人》的第一篇。这本书的原著作是 Mary Shelley， 她是英国浪漫主义作家，以科幻小说《科学怪人》闻名。她的作品深刻探讨了科技与人性的冲突，此作品被公认为世界第一部科幻小说。Chapter 1 It all began when I was a young man in school.I wanted to know everything about everything, but most of all, I wanted to know about life, what made things live, what made them able to grow and breathe and move. I wanted to know it, and I tried very hard to find out. It took me almost 6 years, but then I learned. At last, I knew the secret of life. I told no one about it, not my father or my brothers, not even my sweet Elizabeth, the girl I was going to marry.There was something I had to do first. I wanted to surprise the whole world. I wanted to make a living creature, a creature who could think and laugh and live. I wanted to do what God himself had done when he created people. I knew how to put life into a lifeless thing, but I didn't know how to make a body. How could I put together a body? I went to graveyards. There, I found the bones of dead men, and I took them home to my workroom.From others who had died, I took ears and feet and hands. I didn't like this part of it. At times, it made me sick, and I had to keep away from people. I didn't want them finding out, not even my own family who lived far away from me in the mountains.I had to make other parts of the creature myself. He was going to be big, 8 feet tall, and stronger than any man or woman on earth. At last the time came. I was ready. It was a cold and gloomy night in November. The room was dark when I went in. The creature lay on the table. It was a thing of death, but soon it would have life. Soon the world would say what a great man I was. So I thought, Ha!What a fool I was, but I did not know it then. I lit a candle, then I set to work. Many hours passed, the candle burned low, and it was midnight, the time, they say, when strange things happen, and so they did. From the world of darkness, I now brought forth life. How I did it, I shall not tell. I shall never tell. It is enough to say that the creature moved. Its eyelids opened,and the thing stared at me. I do not know what happened to me just then, and I do not know why. It was I who had put those eyes into its head. It was I who had thought my creature would be beautiful. But now when I saw those eyes wet and yellow like drops of ooze, when I saw that face, a face like the squirming worms of the grave, and when the thing sat up, I could not stand to look at it.And now it was rising and moving toward me. I felt the hair lift up on the back of my neck. I jumped away. I turned. I ran. I rushed into my bedroom and slammed the door. My heart banged in my chest. My face was covered with sweat. I was weak. I almost fell to the floor. But I could not let that happen. I had to think. Think! What could I do? What had I done? How could I put an end to this horrible thing?But I had no answer. For hours I walked back and forth across the room. I was tired. I had not slept in days. I could think no longer. My eyes started to shut. I fell onto my bed and I was lost in sleep. Perhaps I may have slept an hour. I do not know. But then a sound woke me. I looked up. There was something standing by my bed. It was bending over me. The monster! It was making noises.Baby noises! There was a smile on his frightening face, a baby smile. It was coming closer with its oozy eyes. I jumped off the other side of the bed, but the door was behind the monster. I would have to get past the horrid thing to escape. The monster reached out to touch me, as if I were its father. I couldn't stand it. My jacket was hanging on a hook nearby. I pulled it off and threw it in the monster's face.Those awful yellow eyes were covered. I ran to the door, into the hole, down the stairs. There was another door. I pushed it open. Then a gate. I pushed that too. Now I was away from the house. I kept running and running and running. Was it behind me? Was it chasing me? I wouldn't look back. I couldn't look back. I couldn't stand the thought of its touching me, looking at me. But I could not keep going on. My eyes rolled in my head. Everything began to turn upside down in front of me, and suddenly I smashed into something. It was my very good friend, Clerval.
"My dear Victor," he exclaimed, "what is the matter?"
"Save me, oh, save me," I cried.
"Save you from what?" he asked.
"Nothing," I said, for how could I tell him about the monster, about that thing I had made?
"But you look so ill. What has happened to you? What are you afraid of?"
"Don't ask me. You must not know. Do you hear me, Clerval?" But just then I thought I saw the thing. There was really nothing there, but I must have been out of my head. "It's here! It's here!" I shouted, and I grabbed hold of my friend. "Don't let it touch me! Oh, don't let it come near me!"
"Victor, Victor," shouted my friend, "don't be afraid. I will take care of you. Look, I'm chasing it away."
Clerval made believe that he drew a sword. He cut the air with it as if he were fighting someone who was really near.
"Victor, do you see? Look, look! I have killed it. It's dead, Victor. I've killed it."
For a moment I believed him. That moment was enough, for then a darkness came over me, a darkness without dreams, and I fell to the ground.